Welcome everyone that's just logging in. We just opened it up and we're just waiting on a few more participants. Also, keep in mind that this webinar will be recorded and will be available in the Exhibitor Resource Center in probably 24 to 48 hours.
And we can share the slides with you if you want them as well. Just email Iris, myself, or sales@issashow.com, and we can give you the slides post webinar also.
All right. And we're going to wait one more minute and then we're going to get started. All right. Should we get started?
Let's do it.
All right, everyone. So my name is Iris Weinstein, and we are here today to talk about the ISSA Innovative Leaders Program for this year's ISSA Show North America. On this webinar, we have John Gebhard, as well as Andrew Evans and Jordan King, who represent the operations side and the fulfillment side of this program. We are going to go into a lot of details for this year's program. We have received a variety of questions, and we just wanted to consolidate and have everything about the program all in one webinar. And so we are going to get started. For housekeeping, before we actually get started for housekeeping, we are going to use the Q&A if you have questions, and we're going to address those questions as we go through the webinar and at the end. So the agenda here is set. Obviously, we're going to go over the product categories. What does it mean to add your entry into your digital listing? What does the on-site clean pitch look like this year? What is the in-booth video interview? What is it going to take to set up your product on site and to remove your product? And then the judging process. And then, of course, other little bits of information. And we absolutely love any and all questions as we go through this. So next slide. All right.
All right, guys. Oh, you want me to take this one, Iris? And then I'll let you go over the other one.
Go for it, John.
So basically, guys, as you know from entering this, we have completely refreshed the program. We have now, you enter a product category. So those product categories are environmental sustainability, automation and equipment, facility solution care, business technology, and hygiene solutions. And then we also do have our industry choice award that'll be voted on site. And then again, with the product categories, as we have set out our definitions, those are the numbers we have so far. We have had some fluctuation in entries, but environmental sustainability, products that showcase the ability to meet meaningful sustainability, hygiene solutions, restroom care products that elevate the standard of clean, automation equipment, cleaning equipment products, maybe electric, motorized, mechanical, automotive, business technology, products and services that increase efficiency, labor savings, informed decisions for the cleaning industry, and then facility maintenance, products that deliver excellent results and improve efficiency and elevate standards of clean in facilities. And then Iris will tell you about adding your entry into the Exhibitor Resource Center, which most of you have done, but just fresher to make sure we do that. So she's going to go over that real quick.
Can we stay on the slide, actually? Can we just go back to it? So I just want to make sure everyone understands that we have product categories based on the actual product itself. And the innovative part is what you're telling us and the industry, what is innovative about that product. So all like products will be competing against each other in each of the categories. The only one that would be slightly different is going to be the environment and sustainability. And there is a separate list of criteria, which is included in the rules and regulations of what the judges are looking for that specific award. The number of entries on this page does not indicate the total number of entries we actually have booked and received. We're still waiting on several forms to be completed. So we will have this year approximately 35 innovative entries. Next slide. So the Exhibitor Resource Center, this is where you're going to be entering and adding your product to your digital listing. So as we know, there are registered attendees and just visitors who are coming to ISSAshowplanner.com, and they are looking at they're looking up your company information. They're looking to see if you're going to be coming to the show. When they find your digital listing, they're going to be able to see all of the information that you've added to it, including your innovation entry. So this is what it looks like this year. As you can see, for those of you who have been with us for a while, we've had an upgrade to our portal. And so when you go in, you're going to go to the section where it says Innovation Award Entry. And that is where, in the top where it says complete your profile, and that is where you're going to see this page. So what you're going to do is you're going to select add video or photo. This is your opportunity where you're going to be putting a title in. You're going to put your image or your video, and then you're going to put any sort of description you want. There's just, maximum number of characters. The specs for the video and the photo are on the right-hand side of the page. Do we have a picture of what it looks like after this?
No, we don't have that in here, Iris, but it'll take you guys to another screen and you can click either the video or the photo option and just make sure you're following those specs. Also, the other point, just to add, if you guys, most of you have already, but you won't see the Innovation Award available to add until you pay for the actual service. So it's a pay to activate. So for some of you on the call that haven't paid for it yet, I don't anticipate that's hardly any of you yet. But if you haven't, that's why you wouldn't see it. But just again, just click that Innovation Award, go to Add Show Feature. It'll take you to the screen. You can add a photo or video, and then it'll appear on the planner site.
One last thing on this is at the very bottom of where you're uploading that image or your video, it asks you to select a category, a product category. So please make sure you select it. And basically what happens after you do that is that when you go to the ISSAshowplanner.com, there is a drop-down menu where it says exhibitors. And one of the menu items is innovation participant entries. So when someone clicks on that, it'll showcase all of your innovation entries. First, it will pop up the featured exhibitors, which is level 1 and level 2, and then the other innovation entries will be in alphabetical order. All right, next screen.
So guys, for your on-site clean pitch, this is just kind of our tentative schedule of how we have laid it out. So the business technology companies will go from 10:15 to 11:10, facility solution products 11:15 to 12:10, environmental sustainability 12:15 to 1:10, hygiene solutions 1:15 to 2:10, and then closing out with automation equipment 2:15 to 3:15. We're going to give you the exact order and all those details and a full schedule in October. But we just wanted to present those tentative timelines to you guys so you had an idea.
Keep in mind that the clean pitch is going to be a very quick pitch of your product. So it's going to be, sorry, my phone's ringing. It's going to be something where you'll get around 5 minutes to, pitch what your product is. This is the 3 questions that you'll want to prepare. Describe your product or your service, what makes your product innovative, and how does this product solve a facility solution? And what is unique about this product? So you have 5 minutes to do that. We will have handheld microphones. We will also have a video screen available, so you can either bring your laptop or just bring a USB drive with your files. And just make sure that you block out that entire hour for being there. Even though you're only going to go a certain, 5 minutes, we want to make sure that this is it like rapid fire and that we're all ready to go when the next person is done. So, and if you wanted to go over any of your clean pitches with John or I, we'd be more than happy to do that. You're probably asking yourself, are we going to time you and then, kind of, give you the warning that you have to get off the stage? No, we're not going to, be very strict to timing. So if you end up only doing a 3-minute pitch, or if you end up doing a 5-minute and 5-second pitch, we're okay with that. But just make sure that you guys practice ahead of time. All right, next slide.
At one point, you just forgot. You can't have more than one person. We put it on the slide, but just wanted to reiterate that we've gotten asked that a couple times. So you can't have more than one person present if you would like. So the in-booth interview, we have that it's a 2 to 4 minute in-booth interview, and there's various styles to it that our team will do. You can do like a booth tour, you can do a new product spotlight, or kind of an executive viewpoint with an executive talking about uh any sort of points. And we have like a Word doc that we can share with you guys also if you need help with that. um Ideally, we have like 26 slots for this. We can squeeze in a few more, but ideally, we really would do 26 because some of you guys might not want to do this. It is just a service that we're offering. We do need to know by September 25th, though, if you want to take advantage of that. That's very important because we have to block out the schedule with our video crew and them to make sure we do this succinctly and keep it tight, and get to everybody that wants to be a part of this. So, again, we can share the Word doc on what these items are, but really, I mean, booth tour, new product spotlight, executive viewpoint. The crew comes over there, they kind of run some B footage, they go over with you kind of what you want to do, and then they go from there. So that's kind of really the important thing here. And then again, if you want to take advantage, please let us know. Me, Iris, Andrew, also, like, please let us know by September 25th, if you want to take advantage of this.
And to add to this, so keep in mind, we have hired this video crew as a additional benefit to this program. Once you have been recorded, it will take approximately 30 days to actually get the edited footage to you. So when you're thinking about if this is something that you really want to do, think about how you're going to deploy this. Is the setting going to be right, given that you're going to be receiving it, after the show? And, obviously this is part of the innovation program. And so we ideally would like it to be part of your product pitch and about your innovative product, but we've kind of given a little bit more leeway in offering other concepts. We are not going to be monitoring what you do with this video. So if you choose to do something like a booth tour, fantastic. You will be working with our video crew. So you would need to have, a team or a few people in charge of what you want to get out of the video. We're not necessarily going to provide you with questions to prepare. We would love to have your marketing team, create something that you're going to be using in the future. But if you do not feel like you have the time or the team to do this, that is okay. That is why we do have 26 slots available. So the September 25th date, all you need to do is email us, and then we will actually assign you the date and time. Next slide.
You would take this one, Iris, or me?
Yeah, we can talk about setting up your product. All right, that means that we're going to be 10 weeks from now, you guys are going to be in Las Vegas at the Mandalay Bay, and you're going to be coming up to booth 147, and you're going to be meeting the team who's going to be accepting all of the products. Um, all the products are the different thing that we're doing this year. If you guys remember in past years, we've actually placed these products on pedestals or low risers. New this year to kind of make it a little bit more flashy, exciting. We're putting these products on counters. So the 4 categories will have counters to place your product, and then the automation and equipment category will be placing their product on the floor. So the counter size is at 36 by 22, and we will be placing almost like an acrylic stand that has, you know, the name of the product, the company logo, a small description of your product. So everyone knows, besides what, you know, putting your product there and some of the materials that you're going to be bringing, we'll make sure that everyone knows, you know, it's very succinct that we all, you know, everyone who's going to be looking at your product knows what it is. We wanted to show you a picture of what this is going to look like. And then we actually didn't say in here, but we will be sending out information for when that product needs to get to the innovation booth. I believe Andrew's gonna pop in here. I believe it needs to be there by 5 o'clock or 4:30 on Monday, November 18th. Is that right, Andrew?
Yes, that is correct.
All right, so on Monday, make sure that your product gets sent to your booth, not to anywhere else, sent to your booth, and then someone will have to walk it over. And then there will be an assigned person. You'll get that person's information. And then by 4:30 on that Monday, that product has to be there, obviously, before we open the next day. And then after the show ends, we ask that you come and pick up your product. You know what? The 1 o'clock is not correct. It's actually 2 o'clock to pick up your product, from 2 to 4, since the show floor closes at 2. So from 2 to 4, a designated person from your company can come over, pick up your product, and be on your way. If there are any delays, you will have a contact information for someone that you can text and let us know that you're going to be late or you need extra time. So that is what it looks like to set up your product. All right, next slide. John,
So
go
our,
for it.
our automation runway. So new little feature we have this year within our innovation area is our automation runway. So companies in our kind of automation and equipment category, you can demonstrate your product throughout the 3 days of the show. Now everyone's going to get a time slot every hour. You can choose to run your product for a 5-minute period every hour. And when that happens, you do need to have a company rep present to run your product. I know some of these are autonomous, but you know, we do need to have someone there because we can't control, you know, the product better than we do. So that's just, and you can't choose to run it at a certain time. We're going to assign the slots and then you can run it during that time. So this is just a little added feature we've done. And we're really excited about it. It's a cool little area we've created.
Yeah, you guys have asked us for many years now to do a automation area. So we're so excited for you guys to present this year. All right, next screen. All right, the awards. After all this work, there's going to be a variety of awards that will be given out. We're going to start with the Industry Choice Award. So that means new this year, we are doing on-site voting. So on-site voting means that attendees will be able to come into the innovation booth number 147, and they'll be able to vote on what they believe is the most innovative product. So you only get one vote, and obviously anyone is able to vote, but we do remove any of the manufacturers or exhibitors exhibitor votes to make sure that it's only the attendee classes that are voting on what they believe is the best innovative product out there. So we will have a QR code on site for voting, and you will receive all the leads that are generated after the show. So this is pretty big. We've never really had this opportunity in past years. So keep in mind that these people are sharing their information that they believe that your product is the most innovative, and you feel free to reach out to them after the show. And there's a variety of ways to do that. And if you're looking to do any sort of targeted e-blast, we also can work with you on that. So industry choice on-site voting, and that the announcement will take place on Thursday at 12 o'clock in the innovation booth. So that's exciting for that. I already did that. Oh, did I say 12? Yes, I said 12. All right. Now we're going to go into the judging process for the product categories. So the product category awards are going to be, reviewed by our esteemed judges. Typically each year we have anywhere from 15 to 20 judges. They represent the attendee classes. They are typically ISSA members who are involved in ISSA and the industry. We also include someone who represents a buying group, someone who represents media, and someone who is a consultant. So the actual judges list for this year is not ready yet. So we will have that list by, I'd say, mid to end of October. With the judging process, we give each of the judges a grading grid, and we ask them to grade your product and your service based on these 5 criteria. So impactful, practical, sustainable, competitive edge, and originality. The judges are asked to give you a point between 1 and 10, 1 being the least innovative, lowest relevance, lowest quality, to 10 being the highest quality and relevance for receiving that award. So that is for all of the entries, all of the categories, except for the environment and sustainability. Is that the next slide?
No, the next slide is about our happy hours, Iris. So you can talk about environmental sustainability.
So the environment sustainability, we actually have a sustainability committee at ISSA, and 2 years ago, they created a criteria list, which is included in the innovation rules and regulations. So you can certainly look at what that criteria is. And we've asked you in the innovation form for those details. So when the judges are looking for just the environment sustainability products and services, those companies are going to be completing the questions related to that criteria. So that is what the judges are going to be looking at. And we do take judges from the ISSA Sustainability Committee. We have over 200 people on this committee that is worldwide. So it's a great opportunity to really showcase your product. So please refer to the rules and regulations on that. And we apologize for not including that in here. And if you have any questions about that particular category, reach out to us after this webinar. So this now kind of floats into what's taking place in the innovation showcase and theater, besides having people walk in and view your products and services. This area is really one of the top 5 areas on the show floor where individuals are interested in seeing these new innovative products. New this year, we have created events that are taking place in the innovation showcase and theater, because we want attendees to be able to see your products more, see them more than we already offer. So on Tuesday afternoon, we have the Emerging Leaders Happy Hour sponsored by Brady Plus. And that is for young professionals to gather at the beginning of the week, have a drink, have a cocktail, and be able to see each other, meet each other, look around the innovation showcase area, vote for your products, vote for your services. We do expect several hundred people coming to this Emerging Leaders Happy Hour. ISSA also has an Emerging Leaders Recognition Program, and the first class of emerging leaders will be announced during the happy hour. So there's a lot of things going on this first day at 3:30 to 5. You guys are more than welcome to come. We do actually recommend, based on past years' experience, if you do have someone there from your company at your counter, it's a great way to kind of interact with these people. Also on Wednesday, we're going to have a happy hour for facility managers and the in-house service providers. Same time, same concept. We want this targeted audience to see your products and services, and you have that opportunity to meet them and answer any questions. So what we've seen in past years is, a representative is there standing near your product, you're engaging with the attendees, you're, asking them if they have any questions, you can tell them more about your product. And then people are able to vote. Voting for the Industry Choice Award will end at 5 o'clock on Wednesday. So for both happy hours, we're going to have a lot of people who are going to be voting at that time, because maybe this is their first time coming to the innovation area and they're seeing the products and they're going to want to vote. So keep that in mind. This is just added exposure for your products and services. We know that the number one reason why these attendees are coming to the show is to see new innovative products each year. And this is the only way to do it, is this program. Did I miss anything, John?
No, I was just going to back up Iris's point. Yep. This is really, to me, the having a person there during these. This is added stuff we're doing. This is added exposure. This is a way to get more leads, get a good way to get votes. Like Iris is saying, like, can't recommend having a person there. Like, you're going to get people there kind of first day. They're going to get through that hustle and bustle of walking around, and they're going to be enjoying a drink. So it can be a little better conversation also. So just highly recommend having someone there and taking advantage of that opportunity to connect with those attendee types we'll have. And now we're just at our question part. So I know Jordan and Andrew are keeping track of that. So fire away, guys. We'll try to answer them all.
We actually have answered all of them. We only got about 5 questions in. So if anyone has any additional questions, feel free to put them in the Q&A now.
And of course, we all know there's questions that will come up. So just please let John or I know, or as you're working with Andrew in the fulfillment of all the details around this, you can ask Andrew, you can ask John or I. We are here to help you. We want this to be very successful for you. We know the investment that you have put into this program, and we really want to make sure that you get the best ROI out of it. Oh, we might have some questions.
We just got a bunch of questions in. All right, I'm going to start with the shorter ones first, just to get through those, and then we'll go through. There's one that has quite a few questions from Patty. We'll get to you, Patty. So the first one, can we have more than one rep for the happy hours? Absolutely. Second question, can we take a picture of the QR code and place it at our booth for people to vote? I don't know that we've discussed this internally yet. We were not planning on sending out the QR codes in advance. We were planning on having a bunch of signage in the area with the QR codes on it and instructions to vote. Iris, were you going to say something about allowing people to put it in their booth?
Yeah, I think we're gonna after this webinar, we're gonna meet on that, and we're going to get let everyone know what the decision is. It's all based on when we get that QR code and how it's gonna, in the process. So let us get back to you on that.
Yes.
Next question, is there a video monitor at our display counter to run a video? So there's not, but we're using Metro as our AV company again for the show floor, and they are aware of the innovation counters, and you can order a monitor through them. There's 2 sizes that you can order, either a 24-inch or I believe it's 32. And so we can send out that contact information to you when we send out the rest of the information in October, and you can get that ordered for your counter. Let's see, next question. Can we include literature or signage on the counter for our display? Absolutely. As long as it's on your counter and not on the floor next to it, or like no pop-up banners, that kind of stuff is not allowed. But yes, you can have any kind of literature on your counter for your display, absolutely. And now we'll get to, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, we do want to know exactly what you're looking to do with that, because that can mean a variety of things. We've had requests to, there is no pop-up banner that is allowed on the floor. Sometimes we have had discussions with some companies about putting some sort of smaller pop-up on the counter. Just keep in mind the dimensions and what is there. So, if you have a question, say you're maybe ordering one of those table pop-ups, just talk to one of us and just say, here's what we're thinking to do. We'll let you know if it makes sense. Yeah, because we don't want you guys to be disappointed if we get on site and it's too big. This definitely will, believe us, this has happened before. It's either too big or it's too tall. So just reach out to us with more specific details once you guys, start down that process of all the, and then when it comes to literature, not as many people as you think actually pick up literature, in general, just for sustainability. We just notice in when we exhibit at trade shows, a lot of people just don't want to pick up paper. But if you guys wanted to do something where there was like a QR code where it goes to a brochure, that's something that would, we would recommend versus having like brochures to pick up, because then you're gonna have to restock them. So just keep that in mind in the process.
Thanks, Iris.
Yeah.
Okay, we have it's a set of questions here, so I'll go ahead and start with it. In regards to on-site voting, what day or time does it open?
Tuesday, it opens when the show floor opens at 10 a.m. and then it'll close on Wednesday at 5 p.m.
Okay, and then does each product have a unique QR code?
That's a great question. We are working on finalizing those details, if it's going to be unique or it's going to be one QR code that has a list of all the products. So that is being determined, and we'll let you know in the next few weeks.
And then can you vote more than once?
You can vote more than once, but we are only going to accept one entry. So we'll be able to know that information because it's all going to come into, Excel spreadsheet, and we can, we will, like I said before, we're removing any manufacturers, removing any exhibitors. And if there is duplication, we'll remove that as well.
And then another question we have here, how much space do we have on the display counter for our product and a monitor? We said it was a 36 by 22-inch space. So it'll be a counter that you would physically share the counter with another product, but you would have your own designated space to place your product in there. A couple more. For the Clean Pitch presentation, will judges actually be in attendance?
That's a great question. The plan is to have judges in that area during each period. We can't ask the judges to be there the entire time, but we will have a group that will be coming in for each of the categories.
And to back up Iris's point there, guys, that's why we put in the thing about the ERC and uploading stuff, because our judges look at all that stuff before the show. So make sure you're like, I know people are still making final touches, but make sure you get your stuff updated in there, because they're going to go to the planner and they're going to look through it and then they're going to evaluate it that way also. So that's why that's a key piece to this whole puzzle, besides the on-site and besides the presentation. Making sure it's uploaded and right in the exhibitor resource center is also a big key.
Then the last one, will there be a host/interviewer during the clean pitch presentation?
Will there be an interviewer?
Host/interviewer.
Oh, we are working on what that's going to look like. If there's going to be a host or a moderator, there will be someone there. We're just working out the details.
Okay, I hope that answered. It was a bit of a long one with a couple of prongs. So that one's answered. I don't know if we have any more outstanding as of right now.
Let me jump in real quick. I believe that I've answered everything else live before you just went over all of Patty's questions. So I think we're all caught up.
Right. Well, guys, this is again a refresh program. We've been doing this for 15 years now, and we're so excited for you guys to participate and for this new program. And please feel free to reach out to any one of us with questions. We want to make this right. We want you guys to get the full benefit out of this. And we're just really, really happy that you guys have entrusted us to promote your new product at the ISSA show this year. So we wanted to close this off by saying, please reach out if you have any questions, and have a good rest of your day. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.